Today on Rooster Tales, we head south for a late-season bird hunt in the grasslands of Kansas. Pheasants and quail explode. Sharpshooters hit their mark.
Rooster Tales, presented by Pheasants Forever.
Hi everybody, welcome to the show. Upland bird numbers have a history of going up and down with weather and habitat changes. But when the numbers are up, few places rival the potential like Kansas. Ron Schera is on a mission to prove it.
The dawn of a January day on the Kansas plains. We are bird hunters on a mission to scratch an itch for late-season pheasant hunting. By early January, most states have closed pheasant seasons, but not here.
All right, here's the scene. It's early January. We are in a place called Downs, Kansas. Downs, population 1,100. And Kansas pheasant season continues until, get this, January 31st. And look out there. Kansas could be somebody's pool table. It is so flat right here.
This is Kansas. Mostly treeless, far as the eye can see, horizons of grasslands.
Kansas, in my estimation, is the sleeper state for pheasants. We'll find out who's really sleeping.
Chasing late-season ringnecks usually means no crowds. You've got the back roads and pheasant haunts all to yourself. Just you and hunting buddies.
Get together here and we'll see what happens.
That'd be three of us, two with the same first name, Scott. Scott Carlson, a Kansas native, and two Minnesotans, Scott Franson and me. My name's Ron.
Here's Ron's Law. Plenty of birds for everybody. I'll shoot first.
Oh yes, one more thing. We are being led to Kansas ringneck haunts by host and guide Eric Verbus. Eric owns Outdoor Obsessions, a quaint hunting camp in Towns, Kansas.
Any pheasant you get is actually one I got.
Eric instantly fit our group like a glove and quickly joined the fun.
You guys have hunted with him before, and you're gonna do it again? Got a little waterfowl in you, a little duck? Little duck.
Shoot, Scott!
Nice to have you back.
Do the last time.
The rib fest and teasing over, well, at least for a while. We were anxious to start hunting for a January thaw of flying ringnecks.
Yeah, let's work this valley out here, guys. Let's just work through it nice and easy. I'll kind of go back and forth. Going up! Shot!
Yeah, he's
Going down. Come on, Money. Rooster!
I missed him. I wanted to let Scott, my buddy, get that bird, and he did. Nice shot, Scott.
Thanks, Ron.
It's a beautiful bird.
Beautiful bird, guys. Let's see if Ron can get on the board here.
Scott, you want to just wait in the truck?
While our bird brains were thinking rooster, a feathered surprise erupted. Quail. What's a friend for if you don't offer a little grief about his shooting? I knew my turn would come.
The back and forth is, you almost remember that as much as you do some of the great retrieves and the good shots.
Those quail, especially in that habitat, makes it extremely challenging to hit. They don't give a guy much of a chance.
We trudged on. Kansas is famed for being flat and forever.
Rooster! Hey, I may have got one. Nice bird.
Can you corner a ringneck on the vast Kansas prairie? Well, sure. But it's not always easy. While two other roosters escaped untouched, this ringneck took a different approach. Perch in a tree to be free. It worked. There was no doubt the hot shooter of the day so far was Scott Carlson of Carlson Choke Tube fame. I'm beginning to think my friend Scott Carlson never misses. But I need to be honest. A few, quite a few, also kept flying.
Rooster!
Nevertheless, our first taste of Kansas late season action was impressive. Thanks to Eric's guiding job.
And then there's a rooster coming right at us.
Eric is made to host hunters. He makes you feel welcome as soon as you walk through the door.
I think it's a great experience at Outdoor Obsessions. I mean, there's a lot of birds. The accommodations are comfortable.
When we come back, we'll continue our Kansas adventure with more ringnecks in the air and more time with Outdoor Obsessions in Towns, Kansas.
Rooster Tales is brought to you by Franke, Star Bank, Maple Grove Lock and Safe, Luther Hudson GMC, and by Huron Chamber and Visitors Bureau.
Want to know why late season pheasant hunting in Kansas is addictive? Well, here's why. It also explains why in January we're hanging out in Towns, Kansas, headquarters for Outdoor Obsessions Hunting and Fishing Lodge, owned by Eric Verbus.
And hunting and fishing has been a passion forever.
Eric and his wife Tracy offer a comfortable lodge for their hunting guests, a lodge with a unique history.
Yeah, it used to be a assisted living center. Bought it, converted it, didn't have to do really any structural changes, and we were right into our hunting operation. Yeah, there's 22 beds. We've got 8 different rooms, so we do all the meals and everything like that for the guests.
Towns, Kansas, population roughly 1,100, is a quiet place with a famous attraction a few miles away in nearby Gawker City, Kansas.
Hug it.
Yeah, it's a big ball of twine.
The world's largest ball of twine.
Hey, it is big.
We had to wait for people to leave. There were so many, there was no parking.
Taking no twine before its time, we also knew Kansas ringnecks weren't tied down. So it was back to the wide open spaces. Hunting guide Eric had a plan.
Well, boys, we got a big CRP field. You see, it goes for a long ways. So we're just gonna start dissecting piece by piece and working it, see what we can find.
I think she's ready to hunt. I think they're all ready to hunt. Look at them.
Everybody loaded? Let's just push it off that way. Keep your head up. Rooster!
Nice shot.
First one down. That's what they look like, Ron. Rooster!
Good girl, Liz. Good girl.
All over that one.
Good girl.
Looks like the two Scots have the hot shotgunning hand so far.
Rooster! Rooster! Nice shot, Scott. Third one of the day, boys.
Did you shoot, Ron? You got the blank shells, right?
Oh, I see. My hunting partners are getting lippy.
Did you say that?
Feathers just got a tip of his wing there.
No sympathy here.
Rooster!
Oh, nice shot. We just walk it out to the end here.
When you get into ringnecks, there's always a reason.
Hey, she's got, there it goes.
It's called habitat.
Watch where they go.
Holy cow, look at
There
them
they all
go.
go.
Oh,
Dang it.
Here. Oh, there goes one there. There goes one there.
All right, watch where they go. Rooster, right here. Nice shot. Head shot. Dead, dead.
Next, hunting partner Scott Franson walked into another one of those unexpected moments.
Yeah, I got a point. Whoa! Oh. Holy smokes, I was not ready for that. She just pointed that whole cubby.
Suddenly, we were into flying missiles, bobwhite quail.
That's a different. No, no, behind you.
Whoa!
A lot of quail there. That's like three different coveys.
That's unreal. That is so cool.
Scott, my Minnesota sidekick, was also harboring a little secret. He'd never killed a wild quail before, despite a few chances.
Here goes.
Watch out, Ron!
Another one. Another one.
But then, his luck changed.
Quail. Nice shot.
You're supposed to look at the color of the head when you do it.
Well, it's hard to do that when both eyes are shut. I see your license.
Yay! Finally, as they say, the monkey is off his back.
Well, that's fun. That's a bonus.
Meanwhile, the other Scott can't seem to miss, so everybody's happy. That's Kansas in January. Lots of ringnecks and plenty of twine.
Rooster Tales is brought to you by Appledorn Sunset Bay Resort, Wildfowler, Connecticut, Nutrisource, Lucky Duck Crates, and by Aberdeen, South Dakota.
When faced with a sea of grass strips, endless corn, and then more grass, there's no shortcut to finding ringneck hideouts.
Well, this is why they call it hunting, although, to be honest, most of us would rather be shooting than hunting. So far, gun barrel's pretty cold.
Our hunting ground also was a little different. We were in northwest Kansas. Hunting companion Scott Carlson explained.
Well, we're hunting in Rawlins County, Kansas, and we're hunting some CRP with cut wheat field, trees. Yeah, this is organically farmed, so this is a waterway where it drains out that other field, so it wouldn't erode the field.
Scott Carlson also was convinced this spot held a bunch of birds.
There are a lot of birds in here. We got a cornfield over here on this side, which is a good food source for them. And Rooster! Good shot.
Oh, wow. That little 20 gauge reached out there?
Yep.
That was a long shot that Scott just made. Scott Franson with a 20 gauge, which tells you if you're on, you can get the bird.
Speaking of shooting, Dot, the pointer, goes stiff and...
Oh, man. Ah, crap. My bad.
Yes, really bad when in the company of one of America's shotgun experts, the founder of Carlson Choke Tubes.
You know, a lot of people won't pattern their shotguns, take them out before they go hunting. They take their deer rifle out and they sight it in every year, but they won't sight in their shotgun. And you should teach you two things, is one, where the point of aim of the gun is, and then show you what the pattern's like with the choke and with the load. Our chokes are done over on these two machines.
At his choke tube plant in Atwood, Kansas, Scott and crew have been making and testing choke tubes for all models of shotguns for more than 25 years, including my Benelli Ethos.
This is Carlson late season.
That's a late season prairie storm tube is what it is, and it's designed just like out here. You know, it's late season, these birds are getting up out there a ways, and this choke will reach out 45, 50 yards.
If you're on them.
If you're on them.
That leaves me out.
Convinced there were more ringnecks to roust, we kept pushing the grass strips.
Birds need habitat, they need cover. Yeah, it's just nice in any of these fields, you know, when a farmer can, you know, just leave a little bit for the birds. Not a lot, you know, just a little, at least it's someplace for them to go. Let's take this terrace around, we'll bring that one back.
Just when we needed a boost in our hunting spirits, Izzy, the yellow lab, did it.
Oh,
gonna run out of steam. He's had it now.
That's a heck of a retriever.
Okay, maybe this organic farming idea holds lots of future promise for pheasant hunters.
Tell me again what's happening here on this field. Tell me about
Yeah,
that.
it's been organically farmed, so it's never been sprayed. There's no spray been used. Well, the advantage is if you're a bird hunter and you like habitat and cover, I mean, you can see here that the number of birds that we're seeing. We'll see more birds over here when we get these terrace tops that are CRP too.
Our canine companions also were telling us something. Birds were running ahead.
Good girl, Dot. Get him. Get him.
We all agreed, without a hunting dog ahead, we'd probably be couch potatoes instead of wing shooters. Okay, my dead-eye companions, time to take a break.
Now we got to do that 2 more times.
That's right.
Yeah. We get 12 birds, 3 of us. So.
Well, I've got mine 4. I see that.
Pheasants Forever's mission is to protect and restore wildlife habitat. Without habitat, we don't have wildlife, and we don't have places to hunt. Without you, Pheasants Forever has one less voice in their fight for conservation. Join Pheasants Forever today to help us create healthy habitat, cleaner water, and abundant wildlife. Sign up at this web address and you'll receive a 1-year subscription to Pheasants Forever Journal, plus his signature series Pheasants Forever Duffel Bag. Your $35 will make a difference today that will last forever.
Rooster Tales is brought to you by Oak Tree Lodge, Minnesota Horse and Hunt Club, Elk Mound Seed since 1933, North Dakota Tourism, and by Old Milwaukee and Old Milwaukee Light Beers, the official beer of Rooster Tales.
This piece of Kansas prairie in the state's arid northwest is unique for more than yucca plants and ringneck haunts.
I'll go in the middle. You can get on the left side and you on the right.
Our host, Scott Carlson, is enrolled in an organic farming program that means no chemicals, and each field must have buffer strips to improve water quality. We discovered those strips of grass also improve the pheasant count. My companion, Scott Carlson, also had the hot eye again. This time on, well, my bird.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I get it. When a ringneck flushes, it's everybody for themselves. Well, I can play that game.
Where's Dot? Good girls. Get him. Get him, Raven.
You can almost see the smile on her face. Whoops, whoops.
Good shot. Game hog.
Game hog? Well, if the shoe fits, you wear it.
That was
We do.
cool.
That's the payoff, man.
Rooster. Game hog.
Good girl.
Point, shoot, retrieve.
Oh, pretty good, yeah. But that was pretty. Raven's on point, you know. Labs aren't known for pointing, but she will. Wasn't a fancy point, but it's a point. She went in and this guy came out and now he's in the hand. That's what you call the perfect pheasant hunt right there. Whoa. We needed dog help there.
Oh!
Next, Scott and Scott together went into hunt mode.
No. See it? Good shot.
You too, good shot. Kind of tag teamed them. I got him once, Scott got him once.
Maybe that's the perfect ending to a perfect January day on the Kansas prairie,
All right, so not a bad haul, guys, huh?
when the last bird is taken by the tag team of Scott and Scott. In that way, nobody misses.
I didn't really have any expectations. I had more excitement in hunting a new state. I've never been to Kansas, wanted to see what it was like, and it was fantastic.